That's going to be a problem eventually. Right, I would like coal over here. Consumable ore. Let's set that up with priority of 8. I believe that's what we've got down here because it's... Oh no, 7. Not bad then. Set that up with 7. I need that hooked up to power as well. And honestly, I'd kind of like all of this swept because there's a bloody sty in here right now. Let's get this place cleaned up a bit, shall we? Once all of that is done, which I do kind of need to be done quickly, these can be loaded and then turned on as necessary, which right now would be turned on right now. How's this doing? I think it's overpressurized, yeah. So nothing's gonna happen here. We're burning natural gas time while we wait. That is rather frustrating. To that end, I'm gonna start prioritizing this as an 8. There we go. I know I just clipped two ladders. I'm not too concerned with that one though. Right. Now eventually I will want the critters in here wherever I have the hatches to deliver to the power plant. But that's going to require a little bit more automation than I'm ready to invest right now. Grab the tofu. But it'll be nice to have this set up and all of our coal power plants moved over. Quite a lot, actually. In fact, I'm going to take care of that right now. Let's start stripping these down. Don't need them here anymore. Where's that wire going? Nowhere. So we can happily deconstruct everything there. This, though, receiving delivery from there. So instead, we're going to connect these up. That is unfortunately going to require that I build ladders like that. When that's done, and the same over here, we're going to remove this all the way back. There we go. And any coal that's developed in here will be dropped down here for now. They'll eventually get to that, but it's not going to be a priority for now. I will eventually need all of that updated, because we're going to need a massive amount of power moving through that power spine. Really? Did you do this to yourself on purpose? No. Okay, fine. You can leave. Mobs in there, which is a little bit concerning. How long have we got? Got another 7 cycles before that erupts. Over here, we've got... Well, it's dormant right now. It's going to become active in 40 cycles, my lord. How hot is this copper? 779 degrees. How much of it is there? That actually might not be enough. It's too little for it to shed heat. That's frustrating. This is actually starting to fill up a little bit. But we haven't got enough power right now to shift it around. But on the plus side, we are starting to produce a little bit of petroleum here. Let's go ahead and... Oh, actually, do we have any power up there? Well, we do, actually. What on earth are we putting through? Oh, iron ore. Okay, fair enough. We are not going to be cooling this down, though, unfortunately. At least I very much doubt it. No. This area is now too hot for this to leave, sadly. So it's just going to continue to cycle for a bit. While it does that, this area is going to continue to gather a bit of heat. Eventually, it will be hot enough to kickstart, and all of these will run. Did we come to any kind of consensus on what we were going to do with the canister emptiers? Hey, Skull Ghost, how you doing, mate? You're still streaming, Aavak? I just woke up. Well, I hope you had a pleasant sleep. Did we come to a consensus on whether we should keep the canister emptier or whether this much hydrogen was good enough? 3 kilos within this room. Then with all of the natural wheezeworts, that's actually quite a chilly room, to be fair. So say remove the canister emptier and put in the final steam engine. Yeah, okay. Let's get rid of you then. Deconstruct. Remove that. We'll pop in the final steam engine, and this room will be able to generate a decent amount of power when it jumps into the correct temperature. All this natural gas just hanging around. My lord. Temperature over here is still quite low. Right. Regular lava egg. Oh, there we go. Groomed. Happy. Right, we may well see another molten egg. That is going to be very, very nice to see. There we are. That egg doesn't have anywhere to go. One of these will always be available for molten eggs. Because honestly, if I can convert the entire pen to molten, it's going to be fantastic. Because I'm just going to be producing petroleum then. And since I'm already paying for this... for the... filter, I may as well leave that in there. Where is the generator in here? Oh, well, I'm getting a little bit of power, so this should continue to run for a while. Tiny little bits of petroleum will make their way around the system, get fed into the petroleum generator. Hopefully coal will be delivered. Now, once we get the hatch ranches up and running large scale, it is going to require a lot of duplicant labor because, as we already seen, our ranches are pretty busy taking care of the shovels. But if we get that going, then it should be a big help. Why are you bringing gold up there to be loaded in? This should only be sweep. Let me just make sure that this is sweep only. Is there some reason we might want to offer something other than petrol? As I've not really played around with this very much, I couldn't tell you. Like, this is the first time I've ever played with the oil side of Oni. So I don't know, is my honest answer there. I really just don't know. Do I have enough? I do. Was this gold? No, they made a copper. Why they made it? What? Actually, you know what? Why am I making them of steel? Why would I make them of anything else? I don't need them to operate it. Like, their overheat temperature is already ridiculously high. Why have I made these ones of steel? I bet I have as well. Yeah, I did. What a derpy Aavak I am. These ones are all made of steel. Oh my lord. Well, that's a problem for me to fix at another time, I think. But right now, I would like a rather large amount of copper. No, just stop. 50 will do. If I can get some copper made, then that's going to be grand. Because these ones do need to be made of steel. Oil is a pretty good coolant. You're very, very right there. That's why I've used it in some places. I would rather use petroleum, though, if I could. Just because if oil state changes in the pipe, it changes to petroleum, but it'll still damage the pipe. But petroleum really, like, you'd have to be playing with very, very high temperatures for that to happen for petroleum. There we go. Our second molten lava. Oh, this is grand. This is excellent, in fact. Now, are these set up to accept molten lava, molten slicksters? Okay. Now we've got that, they will be happily accepted. Now this one is going to need to be long-haired slicksters, long-haired lava, realistically. Slickster lava, and the molten as well. If they're available to be moved, then they should be. Let's go ahead and do that down here then. Oh, I can't wrangle them. Oh, okay. Right. Oh, that's why they weren't being moved. We can't. Well, I think critter drop-off will auto-wrangle. So they should be movable, but only because of that. Yeah, I probably had steel selected because of the volcano, yeah. I wonder if I did that down here as well. Yeah, Viper X, I'd need a plastic trap. I don't care enough to do that. Yeah, these are made of steel. My goodness, am I a derp. What a waste of steel. Oh well, we've suddenly got a massive amount of steel available. Next activity, 37.7 cycles. Granted, I could use other things than copper. So I don't strictly need to wait on that, but... There we go. What? Why is that not... Oh, no. Why has that been happening? And for how long? This changed the dynamics of this area. That's why we've been seeing so much natural gas around the place. I thought it must have come from when the gas vent was venting, that's why I didn't really consider it. But that's very frustrating, yeah. Okay, well, there we go. Instantly being piped through. Let's get this to run all the way across and into there. And we'll use this to control the flow. Yeah, that was quite frustrating. Alright. But we've got a lot of natural gas now just vented all over the map. It should have twigged that was an awful lot, but this had been open for so long that I guess it wasn't yet at the level where I was like, hang on, that is an awful lot to have come from one gas vent that was allowed to be open for too long. No, it's no issue, okay. I mean, some of this definitely did come from down there, and some of it even came from when I had to vent stuff over here as well. So there were a couple. It was like a perfect storm, really. There were lots of reasons why natural gas would be hanging around about on the map. Enough that it was very easy not to see the real reason. On the plus side, though, we should be okay. Now that we've got that running, we'll start seeing power bleeding into the rest of the system, and everything should kick back in. Well, eventually we'll set up some sort of filter. Right now, I'll just allow it to exist where it is, but eventually, yeah, we will be capturing that back in. Okay. Up to 15 degrees now because we don't have quite enough power to run the thermal aqua tuner. But eventually, when all of this material enters the system, it will eventually heat up enough. We will see that kick in. But now, all of these have activated, which is very, very good to see. Now, once this starts to receive coal, then that'll be good to see as well. Let's go ahead and increase the priority on these. At the same time, actually, I'm going to delete this. And delete this as well. And the reason for that is I would like very, very much to have all of this delivered over here. I'll allow the coal to be over here for these generators for a little bit. But we really need to get the other generators hooked up. Oh, we're getting there. Almost got this one sorted out now. Just a little bit more work to do. And we'll be good. Actually, I think all of the cables should be alright. Ah, marvellous. Now let's go and have a quick look. We may be yeah, we have been smelting some copper now. That will have added a little bit of heat to the system. Delivering quite a lot of other resources in there. Well, I imagine we're going to be seeing a decent amount of eggs being delivered over here. Yeah, there we go, lava eggs. Okay, well, I need to add this one to the priorities then. If it's there, forever. Honestly, likewise with molten lava. Well, Should probably take care of molten lava eggs as well. It's just going to be one of those things. You know what we haven't checked in a long while is duplicants' skills. You're fine. You're fine. As are you. Yeah, honestly, I don't think we need any more skills on these duplicants. They're all pretty much in a great place. Alright. But it's time for another Stream Raiders battle, everyone. So let's go and find out how that goes. No one's dead. This is always a very happy time. Not showing up to a bunch of people being not alive anymore is always super, super fun. Right, okay. We're still shifting out a decent amount of the CO2. It's 52 degrees in here, 55 there, 60, 52. Let's have a look at our molten slicks there. What are temperatures holding? Okay, it's not cooling you down too much, which is very good to see. Very good to see. I guess part of that is that CO2 doesn't really move heat very, very easily. It's not a particularly good one, that. Right, let's have a quick look. There we are. Perfect. Being used for this is really good. Being used as a filter to keep things going through the pipes, not quite as good. But in this capacity, it's actually genuinely quite useful. Genuinely quite useful. I'm going to set this one to above 750. It can just pump everything out. There we go. Seeing a lot of natural gas and CO2 being combined here, or being much more dense because the natural gas is starting to force it into the corners where it's starting to become far more densely packed, and then the pump is able to pull that out. So that should hold for a while now. Very glad for that. Very glad indeed. Right, let's head on up. See if we've got enough to replace this copy. Have we got the copper? We do not. We're almost there though. Getting there. We'll hopefully be there too. Now we are going to probably get to space within the next stream or two, I'm thinking. If we don't get to it in tonight's stream, then we will, in the next stream, find out what the last two unknown geysers / volcanoes are. In fact, let's increase this now to a 7, since we can. I want to know what this is. And then we'll hopefully be able to dig in over here, perhaps. But how? How are we going to enter that area? There's a little nook there. There's also going straight up from down here, but I don't want to tap into the core necessarily. We could always go straight across through this section. You know what? I think that might not be a bad idea. There we go. We can allow it to be quite a little nook there. We want to come down around here. Let's take it all the way in. Never know, we might find something else interesting over here, but it's unlikely at this point. Now, if we can get ranching the hatches properly, then our coal issues are going to be gone. We'll just be that little bit closer to no longer having any kind of worries insofar as the energy system goes. We'll just need to tuck in there. We might be lucky enough to find out what that is. Never can be too certain initially, but we might be lucky. Alright, hopefully we can get down here, get in there, find out what this one is, and this one. And if we get both of those uncovered, then we can make our decisions on what we're going to be doing in the next stream. We've got a lot of vents that will give us liquids. So many. Water is never going to be a problem for us. Not going into the future, I don't think. How much oil do you have? It's dropping, but as long as it stays over 100, we should be okay. But I need to get the temperatures up down here. What temperature is this? I think this comes out at whatever temperature the slickers are at. We need to set up the hot CO2 production, but that will come with time. The main thing for us right now is finding out what else is around, solving some of our power problems, and right now this is glorious. We're actually getting quite a lot out. In fact, I'm going to say if this is above 0, activate. Empty this room. Once this room is emptied, I'll put that back up to something like 2000. Sadly, I missed the alert that Aavak was streaming. I see, I've missed a few hours of chill times and stream raiders. Well, it's double tokens, but happy to join in for as long as you're still going. Oh, hi, Obsidian. I'm sorry that you missed it. CO2 over here. We're going to run that through the CO2 vent here is going to produce fairly hot carbon dioxide. We're going to be chilling it with this thermo aquatune there. And further chilling the steam turbines with another aquatune on this side. I am going to need some batteries for it though.